Hi! Hello, everyone. Happy weekend. Hope you've all had a good week. I know people usually do spring cleaning, but I've been doing some fall cleaning this week. I'm quite amazed at how much I've gotten rid of. I guess preparing for the winter indoors. Cleaning my physical space in order to try to keep a clear mental space. So I hope you've had a good week as well, settling into the cooler weather. So today we'll do a practice that's quite similar to last week again, with joint movements, energy activation, some new poses worked in there. We'll do some more standing asanas than we've done before. And then hopefully we'll have some time for a few sun salutations and then the cool down as usual. I've put the music in the chat as well as the description again. This week it's another ambient abracadabra with Sophie Birch from Copenhagen, and this time it's a collaboration with another musician called Antonina Nowaka from Poland. So I hope you enjoy that if you listen, or there's my Hatha mix on Spotify that I've put together. So if it sounds good to you, let's get started. So let's just take a moment, coming into a seated position on the mat. Feeling your connection to the ground. Feeling yourself mentally strip away all of the concerns from the week. With every breath, your brain begins to relax more and more. Yogis think of the breath as a tool for cleansing the body. So inhale as deeply as you can, and then with every exhale, imagine all of the stress and other contaminants that you'd like to remove. Imagine them leaving the body. Taking a moment to observe your body and your mind, to see how you're feeling today in this moment. Okay, now that we're all here, let's start as usual with joint movements. So if you need to find back support against the wall, please do. But starting off with your legs out in front, we'll clench the toes and exhale. And point the toes back in with an inhale. And clenching the toes out. and pointing the toes in. And continue at your own pace a few more times. And one more. And now from the ankle, so pointing the whole foot out with an exhale. And inhale, flexing the foot in. Pointing the toe out. Flexing the feet in. And a few more times at a pace that works for you. And last one. And now ankle rotations, so starting off in a clockwise direction. Inhale as you come in, exhale as you push out, and changing directions. One more time around. Good, and now for knees. So holding the hamstring with the forearms and keeping the back straight. We're going to inhale, raising the leg, and exhale, bringing the leg back down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, and exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up and hold. And make sure that you're flexing your toes towards your face so that you feel a good stretch through the calf. And we'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And now let's start the rotations. So going in the clockwise direction, exhaling on the way down, and inhaling on the way up. Making sure that you keep your back straight. Okay, and once you're at the top, starting in the opposite direction, exhale down, and inhale up. A few more times. And one more. And bringing the shin down to parallel with the mat. And as always, you can either hold the foot with your hand or else bring the foot into the opposite elbow and then holding the right knee with the right elbow And start rocking back and forth. You should feel a nice stretch through the glutes. And continuing to breathe. And keeping the back straight. We'll do this for a few more seconds. Okay, and slowing down and release. Shaking out the legs. And moving on to the left leg. So holding the hamstring with the forearms. And keeping your straight leg, so your right foot activated a bit. And on an inhale, straighten the leg up towards the ceiling. And on an exhale, bending the knee to bring the leg back down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up and hold again, making sure that you flex your left foot towards your face to really maximize that stretch. And we'll hold for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rotations. So starting off in the clockwise direction. Exhaling on the way down and inhaling on the way up. Keeping the right toe engaged. And one more time. And in the other direction. A few more times. And one more. And bringing the shin to parallel and holding the foot with either the elbow or the hand. And the knee with the left elbow. And rocking back and forth. And continuing to breathe. Really feeling the stretch in that glute. And through the whole spine, really. And bringing that to a close. And I'll turn to face the camera. Bringing the feet into butterfly. So pulling them in as far as is comfortable for you. And beginning to move the knees up and down. Continuing to breathe. Opening up the hips. And starting to bring the knees higher and maybe a bit lower. So expanding that range of motion. And a few more seconds. Okay, and slowing down. Coming into a comfortable seated position. Making sure your sits bones have good contact with the floor. And raising the arms over the head, we'll do fingers. So with an exhale, clenching the fingers into a fist. And inhale, extending the fingers outwards. Exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. Exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. One more, exhale, clenching. Inhale, extending. And making a fist, we'll do the wrists. So first going in one direction and continuing to breathe. And in the opposite direction. And exhaling, bringing the hands to the shoulders and starting shoulder rotation. So bringing the elbows together and up with an inhale and back and down with the exhale. Front and up. Inhale, back and down, exhale. Front and up. Inhale, back and down, exhale, and continue. You should feel a nice opening through your chest on the way down, and a stretch between your shoulder blades on the way up. And in the opposite direction. Inhaling up, exhaling down. And one more. And relax. And the final joint, the neck. So exhaling, turning the head to the right. Inhaling, back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, center. And dropping the ear to the right. Exhale. And inhale, head up. Exhale, left ear to the shoulder. Inhale up. Exhale, right ear to the shoulder. Inhale up. And exhale, left ear to the shoulder. And inhale up. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling, head up and back. Exhaling, chin to chest. Inhaling, head up and back. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, up and back. And let's start neck rotations, starting off in the clockwise direction. Remembering only to move 80% of your range of motion. And continuing to breathe. And in the opposite direction. And one more time around. And up. Wonderful. So let's start with some energy activation. So we'll start with rowing the boat. So feet should be hip width apart. And extending the arms up over the head. Inhale and exhale, fold forward. Inhale, leaning back, extending the arms up. And exhale, folding forward. We'll do 10 at this slow pace. Really reaching forward as you fold down. And trying to bend from the waist rather than curling the back. Two more. And now we'll do 5 at a slightly faster pace. Three, 4, 5. And rowing the boat backwards. So exhale, push out. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, up and back. We'll do 10. Slowly. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and going a bit faster. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wonderful. And coming into a supine position on your mat, we'll do some cycling. So to begin, we'll start by stretching out our hips. So bringing your right knee into your chest and holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release. And bringing the left knee into the chest and hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Bringing the hands beside the hips. And we'll start cycling slowly, and we'll do this 20 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then let's go faster. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and let's reverse. So we'll do this 20 times. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and then a bit faster for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And release and stretch out the body with the arms over the head and pointing the toes to make the body as long as possible. Maybe you shift from side to side a bit. Release all the tension in your abdomen. And when you're ready, come back to seated. We'll do some seated twisting poses. So with the feet as wide as the mat, we'll grab the right big toe with the left hand and extend the right arm behind you, keeping the back straight. And if you're not able to reach your toe, please feel free to reach your knee or your shin or your ankle. And gazing back at the right hand, we'll hold for a few breaths. And changing to the other side. With the back straight, feeling that twist all the way up through the back. A few breaths. And back to the first side. Holding for a few breaths. And switch. And switch, spreading the fingers out behind you. And switch. And now we'll do it dynamically. So maybe you inhale on one side and exhale on the other. A few more times. And last one. And release. So coming into cat-cow with your wrists under your shoulders and your knees under your hips. And starting the movement from the tailbone, we'll come into cow, looking up at the ceiling. And exhale into cat. Inhale, cow. And exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And let's add the leg for tiger pose. So inhaling, leg up and back. And exhaling, knee to chest. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. And one more. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. And release. And inhaling, bring your left leg up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. And one more. Inhale, up and back. Exhale, knee to chest. So now we'll do some Shashankasana to Bhujangasana. So tucking the toes under. We'll push back into Shashankasana. And inhale, come forward into Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana or Cobra pose. So keeping the elbows a bit bent and pushing the hips down towards the mat. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Shashankasana. And now we're going to add a twist to the Bhujangasana. So in Bhujangasana, you're going to look over your right shoulder at your left heel and try to hold there for a few seconds. And on an inhale, switch around to the other side. So looking over your left shoulder to see your right heel. And if you're not able to twist that far, don't worry about it. Only twist as much as feels comfortable for you. And one more time, back and forth. And looking over the left shoulder. And coming back to center, push back, Shashankasana. And forward to Bhujangasana, we'll do the twists one more time. So looking over the right shoulder to see the left heel. And looking over the left shoulder to see the right heel. Make sure you're continuing to breathe. And over the right shoulder again. And over the left shoulder. You should feel a really nice stretch through your intestines on that pose and push back into Shashankasana and push up into Malasana, yogic squat. And let's just sit here for a few moments. That was pretty intense. So let's just recenter ourselves and catch our breath. And coming up onto your toes and bringing your arms up over your head. We'll do some crow walking to eventually arrive at the front of the mat. And let's go back and forth one more time. If you fall, don't worry. It's quite an awkward one. And arriving to the front of the mat. Pushing your hips up towards the ceiling and grabbing your toes to do forward fold. And just allowing yourself to hang here for a moment. Taking a few deep breaths. Maybe you hold your elbows with your opposite hands and just hang. With each exhale, coming farther into the fold. And on an inhale, standing all the way up. Bringing your feet together and interlacing your hands. Flipping them and reaching them up over your head. Tadasana. Palm tree pose. Making the body as long as you can. Feeling the stretch through your abdomen and through your arms. And on an inhale, coming up onto your toes. And coming back down. And on an exhale, leaning over to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right. Inhale up. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Exhale to the right and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. Exhale to the left and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And now let's do Tirayaka Tadasana, dynamic. So bringing your feet to hip width apart, we'll fold forward from the hips and starting off in the clockwise direction, sweeping the arms up and over the head and back front. We'll do this 5 times. So 2, 3, 4, and 5, and in the opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. and back up. Now I'd like to try Garudasana, eagle pose. So if you don't feel, it's a balancing pose, so if you don't feel up for that, feel free to take chair pose. But if you'd like to try eagle pose, we'll start off by standing on our left foot and crossing the right foot over the left, and hopefully hooking your right toe behind your left calf. And also, if you fall over doing this, don't worry, it happens most of the time for me at some point. So once you've got your legs twisted, find a gazing point ahead of you, and then crossing your left arm under your right arm and folding the hands together in front of the face so that the palms meet. And then slowly we're going to fold forward so that the elbows meet the knees. And we'll hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then slowly standing up, releasing the arms, and releasing the legs, and shaking it out. And now we'll switch to the left leg. So standing on the right leg, crossing the left leg over the right and hooking the left toe behind the right calf. And this time crossing the right arm under the left and bringing the palms together. And once you have that balance, we'll start to fold forward so that the elbows meet the knees, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And make your way back up, releasing the arms and releasing the legs and shaking out the legs. So we'll do a few more standing poses. So facing forward at the front of the mat, we'll swing the right leg back for Trikonasana or triangle pose. So turning towards the back of the mat so that we do the right side first. If you extend your arms, you want your feet to be underneath the wrists, with the left foot at 45 degrees. So to get into Trikonasana, we'll shift the left hip back, move the arms forward, and then tip down to reach the ankle. You can reach the knee or the shin or the ankle as is comfortable for you. And gazing up at the ceiling, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then coming back up. Turning to the left side. With the right foot on a 45-degree angle, we'll shift the right hip back, reaching the arms forward, and tipping the left arm down to reach the ankle, or the shin, or the knee. And looking up at the ceiling, and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And up, and bringing the feet to the front. Okay, and let's bring the right foot back again, a bit farther this time for warriors 1 and 2. So for warrior one, again, the left foot should be at a 45-degree angle, and the hips should be mostly pointing forward. Bending the right knee into a 90-degree angle, and reaching the arms up over the head. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And switching to the left side, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Going back to the right, opening up the arms into warrior two. And for warrior two, you can also open up the hips, squeezing the glutes, gazing out over the right hand. And we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and up. And switching to the left, coming into warrior two, we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and straightening the knee. Bringing the right foot to the front of the mat. And let's take a few breaths. We'll do just 2 rounds of sun salutations. And then a quite quick cool down before Shavasana. So on an inhale, bringing your hands into prayer pose. And taking an exhale. And inhale. Arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, right foot back. Exhale, left foot back. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot forward, Ashva Sanchalanasana. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. And exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, left foot back. Exhale, right foot back, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, cobra pose, Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips back, Parvatasana. Inhale, right foot forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, prayer pose, Pranamasana. One more time. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, right foot back, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot back, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Parvatasana. Inhale, left foot forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, fold forward, Padahastasana. Inhale, reach up and back, Salutations. And exhale, hands to the chest, Pranavasana. Inhale, Uttanasana. Exhale, Padahastasana. Inhale, left foot back, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, right foot back, Parvatasana. Inhale, knees down. Exhale, chest and chin down. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, hips back, Parvatasana. Inhale, right foot forward, Ashvasanchalanasana. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, up and back. And exhale, Pranavasana. And release the hands. And take a few moments. And finding a seated position on the floor. Let's do forward fold, Paschimottanasana. So inhale, bending from the hips and reaching forward as you go down. And with every exhale, relaxing deeper into the pose. And up, and we'll do the counter pose. So hands behind your hips with your fingers pointing towards your body and pushing the hips up towards the ceiling. We'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. And let's go ahead and lie on our backs. And we'll do a supine twist and then a few minutes of Shavasana. So bending the knees and extending the arms out to the sides. We'll shift the hips over to the left and dropping the knees over to the right. Turning the head to face the left hand. If you want to, you can bring the arms into cactus position by bending at the elbows. And you can use your right hand to hold the knees if that feels good. And we'll stay here for about a minute. Starting to slow down the breath. Starting to feel the effects of the practice. And releasing any areas of tension. And coming up and shifting the hips to the other side, dropping the knees, and bringing the head over to the right, and maybe holding the knees with the left hand. Feeling that twist going up the spine. Trying to keep the right shoulder pressed onto the floor. And bringing the knees up, extending the legs, bringing the arms to the sides, and coming into Shavasana. Observing the body to see how it feels different from the beginning of the practice. See if you can find any areas of tension and let them go. And allowing the gaze to turn inward. And the breath coming into its natural state. And starting to move your fingers and toes. And your wrists and your ankles. Maybe you roll your neck back and forth. And reaching the arms over the head, stretching out the body. And rolling onto the left side. And with your eyes closed, pushing up into a seated position. Rubbing the hands together in front of the chest. And spreading that warmth to the face, to the neck, to the shoulders, the arms, the abdomen, the legs, and the feet. Rubbing your hands again. And covering your eyes. Blinking your eyes open behind your hands. And finally, letting your hands fall away. Namaste. Okay, hope that was enjoyable for everyone. I feel like we really got through a lot in that class, all those standing poses, and even managed to squeeze in a few sun salutations. So I think I'll have a bit of a surprise for the next class. So if you want to find out the details about that, feel free to join the mailing list through the link in the description. Otherwise, I hope you have a good rest of your weekend, and hopefully see you again in the future, either here or perhaps maybe even in person somewhere. So enjoy the rest of your day, and thanks again for coming to the class.